What's up, good people? Welcome to the first episode of the Basketball Enthusiast podcast. I'm your boy Ted, and this is my guy right here, Rocket.
It's on the other side.
Yeah. I don't know how the camera works, man.
I know it's confusing a little bit. It is confusing.
It is.
So, I'm gonna have to say that intro is fire, bro. I'm telling you, with the Dame Dollar, woo, that's something else.
Yeah, that's Ricky Bobby. That's Ricky Bobby right there. Yeah. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
So my name is Juma, as all we know, and I go by the name Rocket because I'm a huge fan of the Houston Rockets. Here you go. So they call me Rock. So we starting this podcast. We'll be covering the NBA games because we are huge fans of the basketball in the NBA, me and Abdullah, Ted. So we're trying to do some kind of weekly coverage of the games. Also, we'll try to include the UAE basketball once we have the correct platforms with the stats and all the players and everything else.
I mean, it will help if somebody can reach out also at some point if you guys have any knowledge or where we can get the stats, schedule, when the season starts, all that. We would love to put UAE on the map.
Exactly. They deserve to be.
Yeah. So basically, we're going to start off with our predictions going into the season, since the season is going to start
a few hours
tomorrow.
From now. Yeah, a few hours from now.
How many hours?
About 8 or 9 hours from now.
It's going to be fire, though. Like the first two games are really, really, really good.
Yes, they are. You know the NBA, you know how to sell it.
Man, it's going to be also like a playoff game kind of for the Bucks and Brooklyn Nets.
Exactly.
Because the last time they played, it was in the playoffs, so it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough.
It is going to be tough.
So,
and I believe
let's go ahead.
If we're going to keep that, and by the end of the segment, we're going to talk more about the upcoming games.
Yeah, we will. We're just going to start off with the standings of the last season, look at the teams, who's going to make the comeback, and all that. So, let's go. Right here, you got the Eastern Conference. I don't know. Who do you see coming back?
The Eastern Conference. I can see the Philadelphia had a great run by 49 and 23. That's something. Because if you remember, if we go a few years back, it's always been Toronto Raptors. if we go way back.
See, I don't believe in the first team at all. True. Unless it was like maybe, I don't know, a team that had Kevin Durant in it.
Oh my goodness. Forget about that.
Yeah. But I don't know. Philly, I don't see them making a comeback with the whole situation with Ben Simmons. I don't see them coming back.
Me neither. I don't see them coming back as well. Even no matter how great is Joel Embiid, he still needs help because he's still a big guy. It's back in the days when big guys used to lead teams. I believe nowadays, nah.
The game has changed.
It usually change, like a big huge change. If we gonna look at it from a different perspective, if you look at Anthony Davis back in the days in New Orleans, he used to put up big numbers. He's a big guy, but he never led the team unless he got with LeBron James nowadays, you know?
Yeah, because the game changed. It's all about shooting now.
Exactly.
If you got a spot-up shooter, you're doing it. If you don't, you don't. And even the point guard kind of changed throughout the time. So, the only like real point guard I see now in this league will be maybe Rondo.
That's the one.
Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
They're like really authentic PGs out there, but the rest, like I don't know, Steph Curry and all this is just scoring.
Of course, we're not discrediting them, of course, but if you look at it like from the point of IQ, exactly. From the point of
it's not the IQ point, like the whole like concept of a point guard has changed, like totally changed. I mean,
Exactly.
like, come on, you had people like Magic Johnson and all them distributing the ball and everything, but now, like, the point guard is just go, drive, shoot, drive and shoot. Like,
Even
it's
though
not.
they have the ability to distribute, but if you look at it from a Magic Johnson point of view, it's different. Like LeBron James, as like so many, just like Stephen A. says, or Skip Bayless, even though he's a hater for LeBron James, he knows LeBron is the best passer of the game nowadays, even though he's not a point guard. If we look at it from that point,
I believe LeBron now still is the best all around player.
okay,
It's like he has all the like all the talents,
exactly.
like defense, offense, playmaking. He got all of that.
Exactly. But getting
Yeah.
old, he should have sacrificed something, just like he won't be able to play on his full force on the defensive end or the offensive end. It's not like I believe now it's time for Kevin. It's Kevin Durant's league now. It's
Kevin
it's
is
Kevin
is
Durant's
is
league.
is both defense and offense, but playmaking is not the same as LeBron. But I believe
True.
that Kevin
True.
Durant is the best player in the game right now. Is Kevin
Facts.
Durant, not LeBron. It was LeBron
Facts.
at some point, but now it's just Kevin. Kevin gonna lead this shit.
So going back to
Uh,
Philly, do you think forget about Ben Simmons because I don't see him continuing with them. Maybe, but still, like after the clash that happens of the playoffs, do you think Seth Curry will be good enough to back him up?
uh, Seth
Seth.
Curry, I believe he's a real backup point. Like he's a good backup point guard,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not like the starter that you will play all games. No,
True.
I had a belief in Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a really good basketball player. He's just I don't know. He gets too scared to shoot the ball, which is the only thing missing in
Exactly.
terms of like the drives, the defense, the playmaking. He's a great player.
Mm-hmm.
Like Stephen A. Smith said at some point, he's a jump shot away from being LeBron. Not
Exactly.
LeBron as well, like the second version of LeBron, like the improved
2.0.
version of LeBron.
Exactly.
But I don't know,
He
like
got the
he
size. He
has
got
to
the
work,
quickness.
got everything. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like the fear of making. I know he can make shots. You can see the videos when he's practicing and all, like he throwing them threes and stuff like that.
But everybody
But
does
he's
that in
not
the summer
implement.
league,
Yeah,
man.
I mean it's not even the summer league. It's like when they train with see Barkley and them,
Yep.
you see him shooting, but like where was that at the playoffs, man?
I have no idea, man. I believe even Quavo and Dave East they shooting with that C Barkley guy. So I don't know about that.
That see Barkley got everybody shooting, man.
Got everybody shooting
Everybody is a
exactly.
shooter.
But in the league,
But
it's a different beast.
yeah, man. I mean, speaking also of the East and who I see coming back. Uh, let's talk Brooklyn later on and Milwaukee Bucks later on. I think that the Chicago Bulls are
You
up to
think?
something.
You
I
think?
think that yeah, I think they're up to something. I'm
I
not
think
I'm not
Lonzo
saying they're gonna
Ball.
be like the final in the finals and stuff like that, but I see them coming back to the playoff spot or
Yes, they
like the
have.
elimination or whatever you call it, that new like the new way of playing the playoffs. I can see them
Well,
making it.
to be honest, considering the adding of Lonzo Ball and they add DeMar DeRozan, these guys, I believe they have, and I believe they have something to prove because neither
True.
DeMar DeRozan did anything when they traded him to San Antonio. It was a disappointment, honestly. I don't know why his game doesn't improve for at some point. He didn't improve even with Popovich
DeMar
as a head
DeRozan
coach.
is a very decent shooting guard. He's decent. He's not superstar level, but he's
Yes.
decent. He's really good at it at some games, but not all the time.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I see Lonzo coming up. I've seen him play in the preseason. I know this preseason doesn't count, but the
Exactly.
dude can shoot them threes like crazy. Not like before.
He fixed his
Yeah,
shot.
he
He worked
fixed
on
it.
his
He
shot.
fixed it. That's what Ben Simmons should have done, because I believe right now the best IQ of like basketball IQ in the upcoming players. I believe Lonzo has it in terms
He's
of
shown some.
passing, the vision, the making, like the whole thing. He has the
Exactly.
best IQ so far in the game. right now.
as
I'm
a
not
young
talking
player.
like
Exactly,
history. Yeah,
as a
as a
young
young
player.
player. Yeah,
Exactly, and he defends
add that.
well as well.
Yeah, he's a
He
good
got.
defender. He's a good like everything. But now you add the 3 point. He's
Mm-hmm.
good. He's good.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Zach Levine ain't he alright, but
He's gonna
I
keep
mean,
dunking.
yeah, he's okay. He's
He's
okay.
gonna.
But I believe Lonzo can take that team to the playoffs.
You think so?
I
Okay.
believe. I believe so.
Considering
I
the
believe so.
competition, let's see about that. So Boston Celtics,
Competition. Boston remove them off the list, man. They're not gonna make something.
I don't feel them. Like
I
even
don't
though
know.
that even when they had like the squad Jalen, and they have like the Jason Tatum,
They're
Kimba.
good, but they need a leader, man. They're good. They
That,
need somebody to lead. I don't think they're up to that point. Just like what happened in the West, we will get to the West later. But like, look at Phoenix when they got a leader, they
Chris
stepped
Paul,
up.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. They used
I
to be
believe they
the
need the
last
same
one.
kind of energy.
From the last seed to the championship, like to contending to the championship. Oh my goodness, man,
Yeah,
that's something else.
that is. So
So,
Boston, I believe. See, Boston and the Wizards. I don't
mhm.
see and Pacers as well. Like I don't see them as doing something.
Nah,
Pacers, nah, they're not there. Charlotte, yeah, that
you
boy,
think
the other ball can ball. That
you
Melo,
think
yeah,
Lamelo
that Melo and Bridges connect, man. Like
they can ball, but
off the
considering the
top.
competition of the other teams, they will have a great season. I believe Lonzo
Yeah,
Lamelo Ball will still be in his highest potential because he has
he is. He is.
he
He
has a
has.
lot of
He
game.
still did not reach his fullest potential, man. He can
Exactly.
play better than that.
How old is this guy, man? 20,
I
19?
don't know, 19, 20.
Bro,
I'm not sure. Let me check this out.
I don't know what these
He's
guys
too
do.
young. I don't think he reached his full potential. He's too young. 19 probably or 20.
Speaking about the Bulls, by the way, the other guy, what's his name? Jello. They
Uh
signed him to the G League, man. Why? I believe he had a good game, like few games.
I think Jello can go to a team like I don't know Minnesota or like the small markets.
He got
He'll
signed
be
to
a
the G.
great fit over there.
They signed him to the
Yeah,
G League in the first
Lamelo Ball
ever.
is 20 years, man.
Oh my goodness,
It's gonna
bro.
be his second year as well, man. He got something to prove. I'm telling you,
Uh huh.
that that guy can ball.
He can.
So I
So
see Charlotte's going up, and not to forget my Knicks. My Knicks gonna be somewhere
your
high
Knicks.
this time. My Knicks gonna be somewhere high this time. I'm telling
I believe your Knicks was high the last season, but
you. Yep.
some happened to Julius Randle.
But now I know, man. That was a very disappointing thing. I thought Julius gonna kill it. I really did because, like, looking back, if you look at the season, we were beating like Atlanta like crazy. Every time we shut down, like the show is over.
Hmm.
But I don't know what happened in the playoffs, man. Julius struggled, but I think that's going to be fixed right now because if Julius is struggling, you got people like Kimba, which I
Derrick
kind of
Rose.
doubted the
Mhm.
trade. I really didn't like the trade because I saw Kimba at Boston. He wasn't that. So I wasn't really
Because of
happy. But
so many
now looking at the
injuries.
preseason, when I
Hmm.
watched the games, he got some. He got something to prove, and he's playing in his hometown. Like he's a New York native, so that means something to him. So I'm hoping that translates as well in the regular season. So
But I
you
think
got Kimba and you
hmm
got uh,
Julius Randle,
Fournier. You
okay.
got Julius Randle,
Derrick Rose as a
R.J.
backup.
Barrett going
Hmm.
crazy with it. He's not. He did not reach his full potential yet. Every
Hmm.
season he's getting better and better. And you got Mitchell Robinson is coming back from an injury, which we
Uh-huh.
missed in the playoffs. We really like that young player can ball, can do the defense,
He
everything.
had great energy. He has a great energy.
Yeah. Nah, he got a great future. New Orleans, Noel is there. Like my team is gonna do something crazy. I'm
But
not saying
going
we're
back,
gonna win the finals, but we're gonna fight in the playoffs like crazy.
but I don't
Still,
think
we
we
got a
should
long
be
way to
so.
go.
I don't think we should be so hard on Julius Randle for this playoff run
I'm
because
not. I'm not.
because
I'm
honestly,
not.
no, I mean about considering the fans. Some might say he should have proved more. Like this was a fluke in the season. I don't think it was a fluke. I
No,
should. I
No,
believe we
it's
should
not.
give
It's
him
not.
more chance, just like how you remember how hard he was